Yeah, looking forward to this matchup tonight. This is my first time actually at West Jordan High School, so I always like coming to new venues, seeing teams are off to a good start, as you mentioned. Jaguars off to a 4-0 start. Coming off a bye last week, they got a stiff test tonight because Riverton may be 3-2, but they're very, very good football team.
A very good 3-2 team indeed, and I think the biggest thing to start with in this game is the running back matchup. Two of the state's top backs. First, let's stop with West Jordan's Octavian Heflin. He has 8 touchdowns on the season in those 4 games, 99 carries for 606 yards. Also a threat out of the backfield, 146 receiving yards on 14 catches as well. What do you admired most about his game?
He can do everything back. Not a big dude, this is a 5'8", 180, but he can do it all. As you mentioned, he's a threat to run it. He's also a threat to catch out of the backfield. That is a big weapon to have, especially if you're the Jaguars.
Heflin, a tough back, and on the other side, there's another one in South Tafisi. He's a guy we got to watch just 2 weeks ago, and he was really impressive in that game. He looks to continue his impressive season he's had so far tonight. In those 5 games, 8 touchdowns, 97 carries for 506 yards, averaging 5.2 yards a carry and 100 yards per game, and he's also a receiving threat. I mean, 225 yards on those 15 catches he has over the course of the season. What do you think of South?
Yeah, South Tafisi, he's not the most physically imposing dude when you look at him, but he just gets the job done. Hard-nosed runner through the tackles, a guy that also can take it around the edge and go off down the field to the races. So these 2 running backs could put on a show tonight, and I hope they do.
For the Jaguars, who are the other players that you're looking to watch for?
Well, so the funny thing about the Jaguars is I look at it and I feel like they look at this and say this is a young team by and large, not a team that's necessarily proven, but 4-0 start, we're going to learn a lot about these guys because they just are a young team overall.
Yeah, they are a young team like you talked about there. And the guy I'm excited to watch for Riverton tonight is a guy named Alan Moriarty. He's a guy 7 sacks on the season. He's done a really good job, really just creating pressure and havoc.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a game that I think is going to be a big litmus test for a team like West Jordan. I don't think they've played a team of the caliber of Riverton yet this year, but I think this is an opportunity for them. Homecoming crowd, a lot of alumni back, a lot of students in the crowd. Should be a fun night.
It's a great atmosphere like that. We heard it mentioned a little bit as well. There just seems to be a little bit of a new life and energy in this West Jordan program. It's on full display today. The game clock shows 2 minutes till kickoff. You see the Jaguars already out there ready for it as the Silverwolves make their way onto the field. When we're talking about the West Jordan Jaguars, this is the matchup between 2 teams in this Region 3. They have scored 132 points on the season so far. That's tied for 4th in Region 3, and they've allowed 59 points. That's actually the best in Region 3. So what are you looking for in that defense tonight?
Well, I think the big key is just these 2 running backs. Who can limit the other team's running back go a long way to determining who the winner is, because both of these backs are more than capable of carrying their team to a victory. It will be interesting to see who can limit the other team's back.
When we look at Riverton, they're a team that scored 133 points on the season. They rank 2nd in Region 4, and they've only allowed 91 points, so that's 3rd in Region 4. Got to imagine it's the same thing as where limit the back.
Yep, absolutely. That's got to be the game plan. Stop the run, force quarterbacks to force them to make the throws to win this game. That's going to be a big key for both of these defenses.
It will be. So we look just about set to get things underway. Here's the Jaguar roar plays through the PA.
I like it.
Gets us excited for the energy. Week 5 of the high school football season. Can you believe that, Jake?
It's flying by. We're halfway through the regular season already. It's nuts, but having a great time all the same.
And we are underway at West Jordan High, as this one is going to be run back by West Jordan. He's got a lane to the outside, 1 man to miss, and the kicker able to drag him down. But a nice return to the outside there, and a good start for West Jordan.
That's a great return to start this game. Obviously, the coverage for Riverton is concerned there because nobody really at home and nearly broke until that kicker came up.
Yeah, Gabriel Remy, the man right there on the return. As the first play goes up the gut, bouncing it to the outside right there. That's Heflin, and he gets it right away, not surprising.
Yeah, PA called him Octo Heflin. His name's Octavian Heflin. Like I said, he's not a big dude, but he's very, very capable back. Looking forward to seeing how he does tonight. I expect you're going to see a steady diet of both him and South Tafisi on the other side all night long.
Heflin is ready to get it again. It's Boston Farmer in at the quarterback spot. They fake it to the outside. Able to make the first defender miss for a modest gain. Gonna bring up 3rd and short.
Yep, Dylan Kuhn on the reception there. A little screen pass. He's more of a tight end, wide receiver type, but got upfield and brings up 3rd and 4 here. Right at midfield.
Ball is right at that 50-yard line, Jake. 1 run, 1 pass so far for the Jaguars. We'll see what they do on 3rd and 4. They give it to the outside, and he's got the first down. The tough running by Hoffine.
Yeah, Heflin, nice run there. I actually, at first I thought the quarterback kept it on that read option play there. Nice job by Heflin picking up 5 yards and moving the chains.
So a nice carry by Heflin. Ball at the 45. Farmer to the outside. Got his man for the first down.
Yep, Kyle Curtis on the reception there. Nice route run by him. Breaks it off nicely, and Farmer delivers it on time and right on the money. Nice play to move the chains there.
Jaguars offense clicking at the moment. Looking to stay undefeated. We mentioned 4-0 because of that, but because of the bye making things interesting.
Yeah, midseason buys are not the norm in Utah high school football, but it's something you have to deal with in certain programs, and they've seemed to miss nothing early on in this game so far.
As the whistles come in to stop that play before it can begin.
Down on the field.
Looks like we may have a little bit of movement. No, offsides. Wow. It's an easy 5 yards for the offense there.
CC Jensen, I think the cheerleaders have something to tell you.
First and 5 from the 38. Farmer. They give it again. Heflin shakes a few. And that's good for a first down.
Yeah, nicely done by Heflin there following his blocks. Number 65, Jordan Johns, the offensive guard there, kind of leading the way, just picking up guy after guy, and Heflin just following him down the field. Nice gain and moving the chains once again. Really nice first drive here for West Jordan.
Coach Halbert wanted to make sure pregame he highlighted how key the offensive line is to Heflin's success. We see them doing work on this first drive.
Absolutely, they're getting it done out there.
Just outside of the red zone on the 21 with 9:38 to go here in this first quarter. Farmer set to pass. And that one is knocked away at the last second. Was going to be a tough catch to the outside and unable to haul that one in there.
Yeah, Colin Haig delivering the punishment there to break that pass up. It was not a very accurate ball by Farmer. He doesn't necessarily have a quick windup on it. That ball gets there, but a little bit inaccurate there, and Haig delivering the boom to break it up.
Second and 10. They give it to Heflin. He is met in the backfield. And holding on and dragging him down right there, making the nice play, is Ethan Vernon.
Yeah, Vernon, very nicely done. He did not even try to go after the quarterback. He just went straight to Heflin, held on while his team came up and cleaned it up. Now it forces him into a 3rd and 9 situation.
Vernon, one of 2 Riverton players with over 33 tackles on the season, making his presence felt there.
Very active player, no doubt.
3rd and 9. Farmer. They give it to the outside. He's not able to get the first down. Is Heflin.
Heflin on the carry, gain of 4.
Yeah, it seems like to me that was more of a play, just kind of set him up where they had field goal range here. I think they'll send out the kicker here. Seemingly take an early lead.
So 4th and 6. Offense staying out.
Interesting decision here.
Ball on the 17. The undefeated Jaguars keep the offense on the field. Farmer getting guys in position.
No Heflin on this play. Moyai in the backfield.
Farmer lofting it up. He's got a man, and it goes just through the outstretched hands there of Cody Ivory.
Yeah, actually a pretty well thrown ball by Farmer there on fourth down. Ivory just couldn't come up with it, and a missed opportunity early on here for West Jordan. Riverton will be out momentarily for their first offensive series.
The Jaguars successful in moving the ball. They get the nice return to start things off. And as you said, Jake, just stalling in the end zone there. And an opportunity to cash in on 6. They just weren't able to capitalize there.
Yeah, I feel like if you're a guy like Cody Ivory, you're going to regret missing that ball when you watch the film tomorrow. But just a missed opportunity early on in this one.
Jake Myers gives it to the other star back in this game, Sao Tafisi. He goes up the middle of the offensive line for maybe a yard.
Yep, good job there by the West Jordan defense on first downs, limiting him to just a 2-yard carry, it appears.
7:45 left here in this first quarter.
Yeah, the battle in the trench is something to watch in tonight's game. Both these offensive and defensive lines, plenty of size on both sides. We'll see who holds up better throughout this contest.
Myers likes it to the outside, and he gets it. The nice catch is hauled in there by Joshua Jacobson.
Yeah, nice completion there. A little bit of a sidearm action there from Myers, but gets the job done. Brings up a 3rd and short opportunity here, 3rd and 3 it appears.
Coach Morgan talked to us pregame about the trust that Myers has been able to build with his receivers. The big target, Jacobson, able to come up with the catch right there. For 3rd and 3. They give us to Sal with the tough running.
It's going to all depend on the spot there. It looks like JT. Looks like they may have given it. Yeah, they did give him the first down. So nice hard-nosed run there on 3rd down. Move the sticks.
Right on the line indeed, but just enough for Tafisi as he gets the first down of the day.
Yeah,
for the Silver Wolves.
Yeah, number 9, Alan Moyai. He's a player to watch all night long. He's a power back on offense, but also kind of that stand-up rush end outside linebacker type. You'll see him on the top side of the formation over there. Keep an eye on him all night long here.
7 sacks on the season already. A menace indeed. Opportunity for him to get after the quarterback is looks like to be a miscommunication on offense there, Jake.
Yeah, miscommunication on the route tree there. All 3 players kind of a flood zone concept, but thrown to the outside wherever he's going inside, it appeared.
Brings up 2nd and 10. Ball on the 27 with 6:22 to go here in the first quarter. Myers does give it to Tafisi, and he's dragged down for a loss. The ball may have popped out. There was no whistle blowing the play dead. The Jaguars think they have it.
Near the 25-yard line.
Appears that Riverton did collect the ball there, but a great play by the Riverton defense there. Moyai, yet again, another terror off the edge there, forcing the action, and unfortunately for West Jordan, just couldn't come up with the fumble recovery there.
And Moyai making the incredible play in the backfield. Somehow Tafisi may have managed to stay up. It wasn't blown dead right away. There was lots of confusion, but brings up 3rd and 14 now. Myers just tries to escape it. Slings it to the outside. And the West Jordan defense is going to hold on that 3rd down.
Yeah, credit to West Jordan there. Number 58, Anthony Macedo, forcing the pressure there, getting the QB hurry, forcing Myers just to get rid of it. A great series there for the West Jordan defense on their first defensive set. Heflin back to return this. Keep an eye on him, folks. He's do everything guy, man.
Do everything indeed, and a coaching staff that knows how to use him. So he's going to get a chance to return this one, potentially off the bounce. Decides to pick it up late. Pinned deep in his own territory. And he's going to get dragged down on the 1.
I've got my questions about that decision. I know he's a good athlete, but the fact that ball was bouncing as wildly as it was going towards the end zone, to pick that up and think you're going to outrun 3 defenders, got my question marks. I'm sure his coaching staff is going to let him hear that as he comes off to the sideline.
As he said, just a tough break there. Has no idea who is behind him with the back turned as well. And
Yep. Turn around, all of a sudden you've got a bunch of Silver Wolf defenders around you. You're probably thinking, well, this was not my best decision.
goes down as an incredible punt.
Yes, absolutely. Nice bounce. He got the ball. That ball probably ends up in the end zone had he not picked it up, honestly. So in terms of field position, you cost yourself 17, 18 yards there.
From the 2-yard line, the Jaguars hoping to mount a 98-yard drive and do what they could not do last time and find their way into the end zone.
A little bit of a delay here. They fixed the chains on the far side of the field over there.
Ready to resume action. Farmer gives it. Maybe a yard for Heflin.
Yep, Wyatt Brown, it appears, is the player that came up and made the play there. Nice job by him coming up in the middle of that and getting Heflin down. That's easier said than done, especially we've seen the stats for him this season so far for Heflin. He is not an easy back to bring down. And no gain officially, I believe, is the down and distance is at 2nd and 10 here from the 2.
Offensive coordinator Mike Simpkins trying to get his team out of a difficult situation. Farmer gives to Heflin again. Looks to be no gain on the play.
Yeah, credit to Riverton. They're keying on Heflin and saying, you know what, this is the guy we're going after all night long. At some point here, Farmer's going to have to pull that ball on that read option action and get them so they start respecting him a little bit more, because right now they're just crashing down on Heflin.
3rd and 10. We'll see if they let Farmer air it out here.
I'm going to venture a guess here, JT, that in terms of field position here, you're probably going to pick up some yardage and try to get yourself better set up to get a punt away, but that's my observation.
We'll see if it comes to fruition. Blitz is picked up. Farmer to the outside. Hauled in at a moment, but losing it at the last second. There is Porter Hall.
Yeah, Porter Hall probably should have had that one. He'll regret not hauling that pass in. It was right on the money. Well-delivered ball by Farmer. Put it right on him, and unfortunate that he couldn't bring it in. It would have been a big first down for them.
2 unfortunate drops for the West Jordan offense to start things off on their first 2 possessions here. Will lead to the punt, pinned deep in their own territory.
Yep, Moiai appears to be the punter of all things for West Jordan here. So, like I said, a bunch of do-everything players in this game. Trying to make out who we have back to return for Riverton here.
Looks to be Luke Perry.
Yeah, I believe you are correct.
Another do-it-all guy. We see him active on both sides of the ball and in the special teams. Call his name a number of times tonight. This punt is away by Moiai.
Short punt.
Takes a bounce to help it out a little bit. Jake, the height on that one was impressive. The distance traveled, not as much.
A bunch of backspin on it. It's going to be a 29-yard, actually 27-yard punt officially from the line of scrimmage there. So not a great punt, but nonetheless, West Jordan's got themselves backed up a little bit here and have to respond on defense.
Myers and Tafisi come back out. With great field position, as you said, Jake. Myers drops back, surveying, and tries to throw it back, but just the ball thrown behind there.
Yeah, that's a tough catch. Your body's going one way, you're trying to reach back and get it. That's a tough catch. Myers needs to deliver that ball a little ahead of the receiver rather than behind him like that.
3:25 to go here in this first quarter. The give is to Tafisi. And dragged down right away. A nice play made by that West Jordan defense.
Yeah, trying to make out the number there that upended him. Number 94 West Jordan. Oh, Quentin Tulau, excuse me, on the tackle there. Nicely done by him to come in and fill that gap. Tafisi's not an easy guy to get down. You got to go low on him, make sure you get him on the ground.
3rd and 10. The West Jordan defense holding strong. Bunch receiver set to the right. Pressure is picked up. Myers across the middle. He's got his man. It's Perry.
Yep, Luke Perry, nicely done across the middle there, kind of running free on his own and moves the sticks here, and all of a sudden they're inside the 10-yard line, 1st and goal.
You see the tempo. They waste no time at all, giving it to Tafisi. Maybe a gain of a yard there.
Nice run by Tafisi. Big opportunity here for Riverton to take an early lead if they can punch this in, JT.
Credit to the Jaguars' defensive line on that last play as well. They tried to hit him with the tempo. Riverton did, and they were ready for it. Myers making calls. He likes Tafisi. And that ball is batted away right there. A nice play made.
Well done there. Jackson Harris getting his hands up, breaking that pass up. Nicely done by him, obviously, because that's a hard pass to kind of judge where it's coming out, the launch point for the quarterback there. Harris gets his hands up, deflects it away, and he was hoping, by the way, that it was going to be a fumble, but, you know.
3rd down, 6 yards to go till the goal line. They're able to convert on 3rd. On the last go around, an opportunity for Myers in the offense to do so here. To Tafisi. He's got it. The walk-in score. Sal Tafisi gets us started off with the first points of the night from West Jordan High.
Yeah, that was actually far too easy in my opinion. Tafisi just kind of circled right out of the backfield, hit him on the swing pass, and waltzing down the boulevard for a score. Nicely done there.
One of the easier touchdowns he's had on the season.
Yep.
Season filled with many touchdowns. And an opportunity to make it a 7-point game here. Kick is up. And it's good. So Riverton going to their guy, Sal Tafisi. He rewards them with 7 points. They lead 7-0 here from West Jordan High. Welcome back inside the West Jordan High, where the Riverton Silver Wolves are taking the early 7-0 lead, courtesy of Southeast. 6-yard score, Jake.
Yeah, absolutely. A nice touchdown there because, like I said, that seemed like too easy. They just kind of lost track of Tafisi coming out of the backfield there on that swing route. But, hey, if you're Riverton, you'll take that all night long.
Dylan Turville, the man who put the PAT through, boots it away. This one is returnable. Hoffine brings it to about the 19-yard line.
Yep, solid return there.
That'll bring up a Hamlin Holmes. 1st down, Jaguars.
All right, well, we saw West Jordan move the ball nicely on their first drive. Obviously, came up short on that 4th and 6th situation. We threw it to the end zone here. Obviously, they've got to have confidence they can move the ball here. They just need to do what they did on that first drive, and I think they'll be just fine.
It is officially on the 19. The 81-yard drive for the Jaguars. Hoffine gets the tough 3 yards.
Yep, Heflin obviously going to be a feature all night long here as he tries to really carry this team, but he is going to be a key all night long. If you're Riverton, you find number 20, you get him on the ground. That's all they're going to do all night long, it feels like here.
Apologies on my end of the mispronunciation there. Farmer on 2nd and 7 with a minute to go in the first quarter. He keeps it on the read option, but well played to the outside there. Making a nice play is Brooks Hoffheim.
Yeah, I told you guys that Farmer was going to need to pull it at some point. It was nicely done by him there. Picking up 2 yards, but it's going to make this defense think an extra second or two about really just keying on a guy like Heflin all night long. But you got to keep doing that, though, because Heflin, he is the focal point of this offense. Farmer's got to make him pay with his feet as well.
I had mentioned Hoffheim a few times through the broadcast.
There
Be
you
a mistake.
go.
Able to step up and make a play right there. Heflin steps outside of the backfield. Farmer sits in alone. Sees his man to the outside, but well played by the Silverwolves as 3 of them converge on Dylan Keene.
Yeah, Dylan Cuney there on the reception. That will be a first down, just enough, about a half yard more than he needed to move the sticks there. But a nicely run route. We've got a momentary pause in the action as the officials figure something out.
Nice catch by Cuney there, as you said, just enough to get the yardage. As that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. West Jordan ends it with a first down, but it's the Riverton Silverwolves who lead 7-0. You're watching KSL Game Night Live Rewind.
Gear up, get out, and get moving. Locally owned and operated since 1995, visit us at saltlakerunning.com today.
Start of the second quarter set to get underway here at West Jordan High. JT Wistersill and Jake Hatch still with you here. We have a 7-0 ball game.
Well, that quarter flew by, JT. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. That first quarter really just flew by on us. All of a sudden, it's like, quarter's over. Oh, hey, look at that.
Both teams are known for their physical style running the ball. Leads to lots of time being killed. On the fake to Hoffine. The flag does come in.
Yeah. Kyle Curtis, the intended receiver there. A lot of going back and forth between the defender and Curtis there, but obviously as a defender you're at a disadvantage there because they're going to usually favor an offensive player in that situation.
The Jarius Parker, the guilty party.
Number 25, Jarius Parker.
I have my issues with that being called a pass interference. I felt like that pass was not catchable. That ball was thrown out of bounds. There's no chance he's coming down with that inbounds, I feel like. But you know what? I'm not the official, so we carry on.
First down.
I agree with you, Jake. But nonetheless, the chains are moved. 1st and 10 from the 44. Miscommunication in the backfield. Farmer has to keep it. Got some modest 6-yard gains out of it. Looked like he wanted to give it to Heflin.
Yeah,
it just didn't work out that way, but Farmer makes something out of nothing.
Yeah, there was miscommunication there on what was exactly going on with that. Farmer making something out of nothing. You'll take that every time with a 6-yard pickup.
Heflin comes out of the game for one of the very few plays you'll see on offense on 2nd and 5.
Yeah, he doesn't come out of the game often, but every guy needs a break once in a while.
Especially when he's your workhorse. Farmer, the fake. He keeps it to the outside and slides for the first down.
That's another Farmer. He's been coached well, obviously. First down, out of bounds, get down is the concept there on those runs. Gets the first down, gets down.
Ray Philo, the back who came in, and they faked it too. It's something you mentioned, Jake. You saw it early on in the first quarter. You said he's going to have success. He's going to have to keep some of those balls. He's been started to do that, and they've had success.
Yep, he's got to make them pay because he's got to free up a guy like Octavian Heflin all night long because he's done a lot, and obviously Riverton knows where number 20 is going to be at all times.
C.E. Falatau, one of the big men you see along that Riverton defensive line, making it tough on them tonight. As we see the 3-yard run there for Philo.
Yeah, Ray Philo lost his footing, it looked like, kind of getting through that first wave of the defense. Only comes up with a 3-yard pickup.
Play, second down and 6 Jaguars.
So Philo remaining in the game. 4 second and 6 from the 42. Farmer with time. Got his man. And he hits it. Drops it in the bed basket perfectly. And some tough running on the outside as he's going to be dragged down just short. But Carter Baldwin, what a play.
Well, what a throw by Boston Farmer. Looked off the safety, comes back around the field. The cornerback lost track of where number 10 Baldwin was at. Baldwin just went up and got it. And very nicely done, bringing it all the way down to the 1-yard line. See if West Jordan can punch this in here.
Baldwin with a nasty route as well.
Keep an eye on Moiai here. He's their power back. As we mentioned, a do-everything player. I would imagine they're probably going to hand it off to him and just have him power this through if at all possible.
Power back, rush end, punter.
You know.
This is laundry list. High snap. Farmer keeps it and gets dragged down for what looks to be a loss of 1.
Yeah, that's not what you need on first down there. A high snap, that's going to disrupt all kinds of timing there. Obviously, Farmer tried to make something of it, but it appears, yeah, you mentioned lost a yard there, so brings up 2nd and goal from the 2.
Do you think that play was intended for Moiai?
I think so, but Farmer also, the way that Moiai dove towards the line, it actually kind of seemed like it was almost like a play action where he was going to follow Moiai through the line there. I'm not 100% certain, though. Heflin into the game now.
See the lone receiver shifted out as Curtis, but instead they give it to Heflin.
Nicely done by the Riverton defense there, stacking things up in the line of scrimmage. No chance for Heflin to keep his footing there.
We brought up C.E. Falatau. He's making his presence felt on the goal line now, bringing up 3rd and 2.
Yeah, we had him a couple weeks ago against Springville. He was absolutely incredible in that game against a very physical Springville offensive line. He's doing the same thing so far tonight.
Rig Trupp, one of the best backs in the country, and they were able to slow him down. As you see the timeout come in there, Jaguars going to take a break. We will as well. You're watching KSL Game Night Live Rewind. Third and 2 for the Jaguars. Farmer. That's going to be a false start. Look, the fullback was leaning a little bit. Snap it. They're just unable to.
Yep, timing of that play, obviously. You're trying to get up there, tap the center's button, go, and he paused. Fullback obviously anticipating it, got himself out over his skis.
Just like that. Now brings up a long 3rd down.
Imagine at this point you're going to put it in Farmer's hand and try and have him throw it. Whereas previously you're probably going to try that sneak.
Yep, sneak out the window at 3rd and 7. Octavian Heflin. Man still in the backfield. Farmer with time. Pressure comes. He has to get rid of it.
Boston Farmers pass incomplete.
That's going to be intentional grounding, obviously, with that. You did not get that anywhere near an eligible receiver there.
Andrew Shout, man with the pressure, and at least a big-time penalty.
Coaching staff pleading the case for Farmer, but that is a loss of down. That's absolutely the right call with the intentional grounding.
On the offense.
Started with a big, promising play to Baldwin. going to end in a long field goal with the intentional grounding backing them up after the false start penalty.
Yeah, to see yourself get down to that 1 yard line, all of a sudden you're kicking what appears is going to be at least a 40-some-odd yard field goal. Disappointing, to say the least. All right, number 4, Peyton Perry on to kick this. Officially will be a 41-yard attempt here.
Perry to put it through the uprights. It's no good. The Riverton defense holding strong with a big-time play.
Huge defensive stand there. West Jordan has had 2 scoring opportunities in this game so far, has come up with goose eggs both times. Disappointing to say the least. And now Riverton has a chance, so they can go down. They can extend their lead here.
Myers making his way back out with the Silver Wolves offense. 8:25 to go in the first quarter. Drive starts on the 24. Myers. Keep. Has it. He loses the ball there. And does West Jordan have it? They do. The Jaguars bounce back on top of it. It was not Tafisi on the carry. There was Sam Woolley comes in, gets his first carry of the game, fumbles the ball away, and the Jaguars pounce all over it.
Yeah, well done by the Jaguar defense. They're obviously chasing him down, punching that ball out, and then getting on top of it. Now, new life for them. 1st and 10 from the 19, it appears here, JT. They got another opportunity here to get points on the board.
Jubilation on the Silver Wolf sideline, quickly turning to despair from 4th down, missed field goal, to fumble on the first run of their offense.
Yeah, Juan Leon, it looks like, was the man that punched that out. It looks like at least they got, and also got on top of it to get the ball back for West Jordan.
Farmer, with time, tries to get to his man just out the outstretched hands in the corner of the end zone.
Yeah, Baldwin trying to find that ball in the air, but a little bit of mustard on that one, unable to track it down in time to get his hands up for a reception.
2nd down, Jaguars.
I like Farmer's arm here, JT. This kid can absolutely sling. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but he's got a nice arm on him.
We saw him drop the one in the breadbasket to Baldwin a little bit earlier. That one, like you said, they just aren't able to make the connection, but it's pretty the way it comes out. From the 14, 2nd and 10. They give us to Heflin.
Nicely done by Heflin there, picking up an extra 3 yards, putting that hand down, keeping himself upright, making it a 3rd and short here after a gain of 8.
Gain of 7 on the play, 3rd down, Jaguars.
Gain of 7, I guess, officially.
Just under 8 to go. We'll bring up that 3rd and short you talked about. This team goes through Heflin. An opportunity for him to make a play here. They do bring guys to the outside. On the keep is Farmer. And he's tackled just short of the end zone.
Nicely done there by Farmer, keeping that ball, using his feet to get it down to the 1 yard line. Nicely done.
Jake Hatch and offensive coordinator Mike Simpkins thinking alike, utilizing that read option. It has paid off big time for the Jaguars offense as they stand with a chance to score right here with the 1 yard line standing between them and the end zone.
Yeah, Farmer making this very interesting here. Obviously, they'll probably go with the power set again here. Looks like that's what they're going to do. See if they can punch this one in from the 1 this time.
Farmer, the sneak. He's not going to get there. That's Silver Wolves' defensive line making a huge play.
Falatau in the middle there. He is an immovable object, folks. He is near impossible. When he gets his feet rooted in the turf there, you are not getting him out of that hole. Nicely done there by the Riverton defensive line. Farmer was just kind of running into a stone wall, it felt like. About on the half-yard line. I think officially a half-yard gain, we'll call it. Inches away.
It's a game of inches. With 6:55 to go, we'll see if they can punch it in. Farmer. They do it again. This time it works. The touchdown is good. Farmer on the sneak, able to get in for 6.
Credit to West Jordan offensive line there, getting the push they needed there. Farmer just falling across the line. That's all you needed. You needed a half yard. They got it. Get the 6. Nicely done.
Coach Halbert trusts his boys up front. They go back to the same play in the sneak, and this time it gets them 6.
I want to give credit once again to Jordan Johns, by the way, the offensive guard on the left side there. He collapsed that left side of the Riverton defensive line, allowing Farmers to fall across for the 6.
Peyton Perry looking to tie up. And that one is blocked. An incredible play was made coming through by Jaden Patterson.
Yeah, Jaden Patterson just breaking through that line, not even seemingly blocked there. Gets his hands up, and that was no doubt on the block.
Patterson's blocked PAT, keeps it at a 1-point game. The Silver Wolves still lead at West Jordan High.
Gear up, get out, and get moving. Locally owned and operated since 1995, visit us at saltlakerunning.com today.
We have a ball game, 6-7 now. The Jaguars trail the Silver Wolves, courtesy of the QB sneak from Farmer. But what could end up being one of the plays of the game was made by Jaden Patterson. And you mentioned it, Jake. You very rarely see blocks come from the inside like that.
That was like Alonzo Mourning back in the day in the NBA. 2 hands, just rejected right back into the ground. Dikembe Mutombo, whoever your favorite shot blocker was, that was well done by him. And yes, I do like making copious amounts of references to other sports.
It's difficult not to. Peyton Perry ready to take his frustrations out on the ball here after not being able to get the last one through because of that block we mentioned. .6:44 to go in the second half. As Perry gets moving. And we see the flag come in. The play clock may have hit 0, but there were whistles early. And it will be the delay of game.
Rarely see a delay of game called on a kickoff, but it does happen. There is a play clock on all plays here. And Perry going to have to kick it another 5 yards.
Perry talking it over with the official. He was taking his time and
needs to get
took
going
too much
here.
time.
It's going to start counting again. He's got to get going here. Not worth arguing with the official. Let's just put it that way. Just get it going.
Perry is going to kick this one away with well over 15 seconds left on the clock, and it's a short kick.
Pooch kick.
As that ball pops out there, the big-time play made. The big-time fumble called by the Jaguars. They're all over it again. The momentum of this game is completely swung, Jake.
Jackson Jensen, number 32, with a monster hit. Pops that ball free. His teammates dive on it. A huge opportunity once again here for West Jordan. Riverton's got to be kicking themselves. 2 consecutive plays, literally 2 turnovers. So Jackson Jensen forcing the fumble. I didn't see who recovered, but Jackson Jensen forcing it with that huge hit.
Jensen's big-time play sets up Farmer. He's hungry for 6 again. Just overthrows Baldwin.
Baldwin had a step. He just needed to get that maybe 1 step closer to him. Baldwin's probably celebrating in the end zone right now.
Bring up 2nd down on the field.
Baldwin been involved in a number of throws throughout the game so far. Coming into this game, he had 16 catches for 279 yards and 3 touchdowns. Looking every bit the player those stats show him to be tonight.
He's got some nice speed on him. I like him as a player.
2nd and 10 from the 32. Just exactly 6:30 to go. Play clock dips under 10. Farmer on the fake to the outside. Spinning out of the initial tackle there is Dylan Cuny.
Yep, Cuny, credit to him, obviously, shaking off that first hit, picking up 2 yards when it looked like it easily could have been a negative play there.
Instead, it'll go as a gain of 2, bringing up 3rd and 8. West Jordan looking for any kind of points to take the lead in this 1-point ball game.
Blocked PATs never come back to haunt you, do they, JT?
Never. Farmer. The screen pass just not able to connect. Thrown a little high and falling down there is Heflin.
Yeah, that was Farmer just trying to get that ball out, obviously, hoping that Heflin could track it down in the air. Heflin was not ready for it initially and tried to find it, but unfortunately could not do it. They're in no man's land here, really, because they don't have the leg to make this field goal, it appears, so they're going to try and go for it, it looks like.
So 2 incomplete passes, and the short run will bring up 4th and 8 from the 31.
I understand the play call on that screen, trying to pick up just a bit of yardage, see if you can make it easier on your 4th down here, but now it's 4th and long, odds against you, obviously.
Play clock at 3. Farmer has to get this ball snapped. He does. But getting a little nervous there was OC Mike Simpkins as they burn the timeout. And we'll take a timeout as well. You're watching KSL Game Night Live Rewind. .6:15 to go in the first half here out from West Jordan High. And offense going to stay on the field. Had to burn a timeout there. Play clock was just at 1. OC Mike Simpkins didn't know Farmer was going to get it off in time. Decides to play it safe on the big 4th down. Jaguars still trail by 1. Heflin, the back. Farmer has to move around in the pocket. He sees green grass in front of him. He's taken off down past the 20. Getting dragged down at about the 13-yard line. A smart play by Farmer there.
Well, great read by Farmer. He was keeping his eyes downfield. All of a sudden, he saw nothing but green grass in front of him. Said, you know what? I can pick this up. Let's go. And he's got the speed, obviously, to pick it up. Huge gain and a huge first down on 4th down there.
Maneuvering in the pocket well. Then with the recognition you highlighted, Jake, the huge play made on 4th and 8.
Reminiscent of a certain quarterback at BYU last week against the University of Utah.
We don't need to talk about that, Jake. Heflin gives it. About a 6-yard gain. The tough running of Heflin paying off for the Jaguars.
Nicely done by the West Jordan offensive line there, opening a nice hole for Heflin. One of his best carries of the night, obviously.
He's facing a loaded box, and even if the box wasn't loaded, seeing a guy like Falatau makes it tough to run on.
No doubt about that.
Just over 5 minutes to go for 2nd and 4. Heflin getting bounced around from a couple of silver wubs and eventually dragged down.
Keeping his footing, just coming up about a yard short of that first down, though.
So tough to bring down by the initial tackler. He stands in there strong. As he's going to get a break here with Ray Philo, the backup, coming on for him. On 3rd and short. Play clock dips under 10. High snap. Farmer on top of it. Got to make a play. He's got the outside corner. Does he get in? He will. Farmer with the touchdown, making something out of nothing.
Yeah, credit to Farmer there. Excuse me. That high snap seemed to doom that play from the get-going. Farmer uses his feet, finds an opening on the edge, makes it to the corner, and punches it in for 6. Nicely done by that young man. He is gaming right now. He's absolutely balling out.
Boston Farmer making moves on the field. The big 4th down scramble to get his team in position right there. Grabbing the snap, able to get to the outside for the 6 points.
I actually disagree with this decision to chase the points here with the 2, though, early on here. I'd actually take the easy 1 on the PAT, but that's just me.
trying to make up for that blocked PAT earlier. As you said, a lot of times that play will come back to haunt you. It will if they're not able to punch it in here. Farmer to the right, looks back. He gets dropped. Riverton collapsing quickly.
The 2-point try.
Yep. Number 37?
37, the same man, Jaden Patterson, who blocked the last PAT on point afters. He just makes plays.
Yeah, I don't agree with the decision there to chase the points. I feel like, okay, go up 6, get the PAT. You can chase the point later if you want to make up for it. It seemed like way too early in the game to be chasing that.
Last time we saw the Riverton kick return team, it was a fumble. And the time before that, it was a fumble. Hoping to right the ship here.
It's been a hot minute since we've seen Riverton actually on offense, so obviously they'll be making sure that ball security is of paramount importance here. I'd expect with Perry, once again, he's going to probably do another kind of pop-up kick like he did on that last kick.
Worked pretty well last time.
It did, absolutely. If you get the turnover, you'll take it every time. I don't know if you can necessarily bank on that every time, but obviously they're going to force Riverton to make a decision on where they're going to receive this ball, etc.
Perry making sure not to get a delay a game this time as well, as he moves with over 15 to go. This one is low.
Squib kick.
Opportunity for a return with a running lane. Just getting dragged down at the last minute, but a nice return.
Easton Hicks on the return there for Riverton. Nicely done by him finding that hole. For a second there, it looked like he might break through and be off to the races.
So Easton Hicks providing a spark for the Silver Wolves.
Nice field position to start here for Riverton.
Ball in the 44. Just over 4 minutes to go. Tafisi is the back. And he gets it. Able to drag the defenders for about a yard.
Yeah, tough sledding there for Tafisi, but that's what's going to be all night long for both these running backs. These defenses, they know their number, and they're going to key on them all night long. With some tempo.
Coach Halbert and Morgan knew what they were coming into with 2 star backs, as we highlighted right off the jump, and those guys have not had much success running up the middle. That won't stop them from feeding Tafisi, but making the play there is Moiai.
Yeah, Moiai is just so good setting that edge there and then dragging Tafisi down, making it look easy, because that's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, we've seen it for a game and a half now. Very few guys are able to bring Tafisi down in the backfield. Moiai makes it look easy there.
Absolutely.
One of the state's leading sack getters at 7. Held sackless tonight, but still had an impact on this game. Just over 3 minutes to go. Facing 3rd and 8. Myers. Just thrown to the outside of his receiver.
Yeah, Myers throwing that pass a little early. I think he saw footsteps or heard footsteps. Did not get that ball anywhere near either one of the receivers on that side of the field, though.
As the punt unit comes out. No one back for West Jordan at the moment. They are not taking any chances here.
Good series for the Jaguars on defense all the same, though.
As this punt is not going to be returnable because there is no one back there.
Nice check up there on the punt. I think that was going to skip forward, but it just checked up nicely.
So it's not a 2-minute drill. It's a 2-minute and 53-second drill here for the West Jordan offense. And as you said, Farmer's got the arm to be able to make the plays needed to get some points on the board to end the half.
Absolutely. Octavian Heflin, obviously the star player for this offense. Farmer's been showing out so far tonight. Nice arm, nice speed, just nice athletic ability all the way around. He's not a physically imposing young man, but he still gets the job done.
Only one timeout left for the Jaguars. But 2:53, a lot of time. So decide to give it to Heflin. To the outside. Tough running by Heflin.
Nicely done by Heflin there, dragging defenders forward. Like to see him cover that ball up a little bit better as he gets tackled there. Seems like he just kept the one hand on it. Got to be careful because the defender will figure that out and punch that out if at all possible.
Riverton's been stripped of it twice in the half. Would love to return the favor. 2nd and 3.
They've had 3 fumbles overall. They did get that first one back, though. They've lost 2 of them.
Farmer on the keeper. And he gets the first.
I like Farmer. This is a scrappy young man. He gets the job done out there. Great to see.
The result of the play is a
Coach
first
Sim-
down. Hamlet Holmes, West Jordan Jaguars, first down.
Coach Simpkins. Farmer talk things over with just 2:06 remaining in the first half. Still a long way to go to the end zone. They pass this time. Farmer lofting it up just over the outstretched hands of the intended target, Kyle Curtis, on the outside.
Yep, obviously they're working with just one timeout here, so they've got to be conservative, obviously, with when they use that timeout. But decent opportunity there. Curtis just unable to come down with that ball. Farmer putting it in a spot that was maybe just a step too far. I am stunned that Coach Simpkins is allowed to go out that far on the field, but it's all at the officials' discretion there.
Play clock with 3 seconds left. They get it off. Farmer to the outside, connects with Baldwin.
Farmer's pass complete to number 10.
Gonna have to go quickly here. Gets enough yards for the first down.
As the clock is stopped by the officials.
That'll be enough for a Hamlet Holmes, West Jordan Jaguars.
Chains reset. So does the West Jordan offense.
Having some issues here with the clock, running and stopping.
Yep. Trying to get things sorted out right now. Coach Halbert comes out. Was there, as you said, probably talking things over about the clock at the moment. $1:39 remaining. Ball in the 36. One thing I've been impressed by, Jake, is we've talked about Baldwin a little bit, but his crisp route running has been impressive.
Yep, it's been very nicely done by him. All right, I think we finally got things figured out here.
As the offensive lineman comes on for West Jordan, so almost got things figured out here.
I'm not exactly sure why he had to come off, but
Clock starts 1:35. Farmer with time. Moves around the pocket. Has to get rid of it. Gain of about 3 to CUNY.
yep. CUNY's smart to get out of bounds there and stop the clock, obviously. They're still working with just the one timeout. Working against the clock a little bit here. They got to get this ball matriculated down the field, as it were, if they want to see if they can get some points here before half.
Still the one timeout in their back pocket, as you highlighted. The importance of it getting out of bounds there. Farmer sees his man all the way and able to make the connection to Kyle Curtis. Curtis stays up for the extra few.
Yeah, Curtis fighting for extra yardage here. They're going to have to go quick, obviously, to get the ball. Their coaching staff asking for him to spike it here.
Farmer watches his man all the way, and here goes for the spike to save that clock.
This is 1:11 on the clock.
So Jordan Johns, the guy you've highlighted a few times for some nice running, comes back onto the field after leaving for the 2 brief plays.
Yeah, Jordan John's been very good so far tonight. Nice blocking. He actually keyed that first touchdown for them on that QB sneak. Just collapsed on the left side of that Jaguar defensive line.
Ball on the 49 of the Silverwolves. Farmer airing it out. A tough catch made by CUNY.
Yeah, credit to CUNY, by the way. hit his head. It looks like on the turf there. He's still down on the field. They'll probably have an injury timeout here, make sure he's okay. But well done by him. Haul that pass and sacrifice the body.
Defender draped all over him, but the strong hands of CUNY come up there. And as you said, Jake, a scary fall there after that impressive catch.
Yeah, I hope he's all right. Coach Halbert out there absolutely telling him, hey, stay down. We got to make sure you're okay.
Looks like he will get up on his own power.
Just needed a minute. He's got to come off, obviously, for the next play.
He tried to stay out there.
Yeah. Hold on, he can't stay out there. His official's not going to – he needs to come off. I was stay. I was like, his official's going to allow him to stay on the field.
Clock is running.
You got to spend at least one play on the sideline.
50 seconds remaining. Farmer to Baldwin. Just broken up at the last second. Nice coverage on the outside.
Yep, Baldwin trying to track that ball in the air. I did wonder if we were going to see a flag there. I thought it might have got a little tad bit early for the defender, but I actually kind of like the no call there.
Lincoln Whiting was a guy we highlighted a ton in our game when the Silver Wolves took on Springville Red Devils, and he makes a big play, breaking that one up from Baldwin there.
Nice timing by him, obviously, on that coverage.
So 2nd and 10, ball in the 33. 42 seconds remaining. Play clock dips under 5. Farmer with time. Trying to get to the outside. Buying the time he needs. Just lofts it up. And able to make the easy interception on it.
Intercepted at the 1-yard line.
To the outside. It looks to be Colin Haig.
Number 22, Colin.
And it is Colin Haig.
Yeah, that was a bad decision by Farmer. He stepped back, see if he could get that defender to come free. Haig read it like a center fielder, ranged back, picked it off. Fortunate for him, he didn't make it into the end zone. He puts it at the 1 rather than the 20. But obviously, Farmer coming up snake eyes on that one.
Yeah, such a good half for Farmer, and wasn't 4th down. Didn't need to air it out, but
he thought he had some green grass originally, realized he was not going to make the edge, dropped back to pass it, just coming up short, obviously. I would guess all you're going to see from Riverton here is trying just to pick up some yards, get to halftime.
It does indeed go to Tafisi. Tough running gets maybe a yard, and they only needed to run one play. We do not expect them to run another.
And up to Tafisi.
They're going quick like they are going to run another play, but as you mentioned, they don't need to here. It was a gain of 3, it looks like, officially on 1st down there.
They did for a second pick up the tempo, but now relax with just under 8 seconds remaining. So they're going to let the clock expire here. And we hit double zeros. So that'll bring an end to the first half. Jake, your overall thoughts?
I think it's been a well-played game so far. Both teams have had their opportunities. Turnovers also playing a factor in this game. Really, really like what we're seeing from Boston Farmer so far in this contest. That last interception aside, obviously you'd like to see him clean that up in the second half, but there's no reason to think that West Jordan should not be believing in themselves in this game.
Second half about to get underway in 2 minutes and 28 seconds here from West Jordan High. Hello, everyone. JT Wistersill and Jake Hatch still with you on the call, and it was a fun, exciting, and eventful first half, Jake.
Absolutely. Considering it's only a 12-7 score line, you may think, okay, well, it's not. No, it's been one of those games. It's just been a fun one, back and forth. Both teams with opportunities, and obviously, game's still very much in the balance here as we begin the second half.
You know, early on, West Jordan, first series, they drive down, get the way, go for it on 4th down, have the man open for the touchdown, just unable to haul it in. Then you get they do play strong defense, Riverton forced to punt, and then the same thing happens the next drive. They're getting a drive going, and a drop pass on 3rd down stalls that drive. Riverton marches down the field. They get to Tafisi on the easy score on the route to the outside. And then it looks like Riverton's in control of this game, leading 7-0, and then just like that, all of a sudden, a couple fumbles.
Yeah, it's just been one of those games. You got to take advantage of the turnovers, and credit to West Jordan, they've done that so far.
What have you thought of the job that both teams' front sevens have done, limiting Tafisi, and at the same time, of course, keeping Hefline in check on the other side?
Yeah, no, they have been bottled up by and large, it feels like, both of them, but we'll see. I feel like they can get these guys going a little better than they did in that first half. Just going to take some scheming, obviously, make sure your offensive line gives them that opportunity.
Both offensive lines have been strong parts of the game so far, but difficult with those packed boxes to make the plays. One thing that still sticks out to me as Jake from that first half is you get a guy in Andrew Schoten who blocked the PAT attempt and then was the one who gets the sack on the 2-point conversion later. So it's just going to take a touchdown for Riverton, and it made PAT, and they'll be right have a 2-point lead.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. I felt like chasing points there was the wrong decision, but obviously try and make that up. There's still plenty of time in this game, no doubt. 24 minutes to go, but I'm excited, JT. Like you mentioned, this has been a fun game so far, and both of these teams very motivated. West Jordan wanted to remain undefeated on the year. Obviously, a team like Riverton, they want to move to 4-2 if at all possible.
Outside of the last throw by Boston Farmer, I know you're also a big fan of his first half.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been absolutely incredible. I felt like he needed to come in and be the difference maker in this game. That's what he's done so far. Scoring both touchdowns with his feet, showing off a very good arm, and making good decisions by and large so far. Outside, and I got the one thing, the interception late in the first half there, that was a poor decision by him to pull back and throw that when there are 3 defenders in the area for just 1 receiver.
Yeah. Not fourth down either, as we highlighted.
Yeah.
Throwing it away, taking the loss there. Riverton's going to start with the ball here. As we discussed, West Jordan had that strong first drive, just unable to capitalize in. Riverton looking to pounce on some points here early. So we're set to get things underway. 12's on the clock. Students bouncing up and down. It's a good Friday night out here at West Jordan High.
Come on, we're playing Seven Nation Army, you know. We're playing by the way, Seven Nation Army, I don't know how it became like a stadium anthem song.
Yeah.
I'm totally in favor of it,
Yes,
though.
absolutely. Some songs get overplayed.
Yes.
Hard to overplay this one.
Yeah, you can't overplay Seven Nation Army. I know there's some people who don't like it. I am a big fan.
So Jarian Phillips is the new man kicking off right here.
Yep.
For West Jordan. As he boots it away, he replaces Perry.
Bigger leg, no doubt about that on that kick.
Yep, the touchback. So out comes Myers, and it's out to Fisi. Focusing in on Myers, what did you think of his first half?
Up and down. Obviously, he's made some curious decisions in terms of the pass game, throwing it between receivers at times, but also at times putting it right on the money. So obviously you want to see more of an accurate second half here for him, but we'll see how things go.
Another guy I feel like we'd be remiss if we didn't highlight for his first half performance for that West Jordan team is a guy in Toatai, too, who did a really good job holding down that guard spot and then as the tackle spot, too. Myers gives to Tafisi, trying to get to the edge. He's able to do so, and his best run of the day comes on the first play of the third quarter as he gets the first down.
Absolutely nice blocking on the right side of that offensive line to get him into the secondary there and showing off his wheels. This is a kid who can absolutely fly when you get him into the open field.
Big guys can be athletes in space, too. Right there, carving the running lanes for Tafisi.
Mm-hmm.
Myers with time. The low throw there. We've seen those miscommunications or Myers just a little short is what you talked about, leading to that up and down first half.
Yeah, absolutely. That one just came out of his hand weird, short hopped it. Obviously, the coaching staff's going to be telling him, hey, make sure you get that. You got to get that ball to the receiver. Give them that opportunity because you can't short hop those.
Brings up 2nd and 10 from the 32. Myers, Tafisi, once again trying to get to the outside edge. And a nice run there.
Got to give credit to Luke Perry there with his nice block to set it up. He had on Moiai, one of the best defenders for West Jordan. Gave the opportunity for Tafisi to get around that edge and a nice gain on second down there as a result.
Unable to get to the edge much at all in the first half. Success early here. They check it down to him in the flat. Once again, open space. Tafisi feasts.
That swing route is deadly for him. It gets him into space, gets ahead and make a play, and obviously you got the yardage required to pick up a first down here. Nice decision there, and a nicely delivered ball by Myers.
We talked about the job that West Jordan's front seven did, keeping him in check as they go quick here. Myers to the outside. They get the first down on 3rd and short. It was very short. 3rd and short as well, actually. We thought it was going to be a first down.
Yeah, Dunfield with the reception there, moving the 6 once again. Tempo can be your friend, and I really like how they're mixing things up right now for Riverton.
Ball right on that 50. Tafisi up the middle with a hole. Sal Tafisi with the big gain on first down. Looks to be a gain of 15 yards.
Yeah, with a hole nicely created, but a nice head of steam for him as well, going just downhill. He's not going to be stopped 15 yards and first down all of a sudden.
The offensive line for the Silverwolves making plays as the tempo continues. Myers escapes the pressure and just goes down for a loss of 1.
Yeah, Myers deciding, you know what, it's not worth taking a hit here. He just decided to get back what he could. Loss of 1 officially, make it 2nd and 11 here. And they are picking up the tempo here. They are really going fast.
You see wide receivers trying to hustle back and get set in their routes as they waste no time once again. Myers rolling to the right, throws it, and a nice one-handed grab there to the outside. What a catch by number 24, Garrick Gibbons.
Yeah, Garrick Gibbons, nicely done by him. I'm not sure that he necessarily thought that ball was going to make it to him. Hauls it in anyways, and a nice pickup on 2nd down.
3rd and 4. Tafisi makes one cut, and he's going to be dragged down about 2 yards short of the line to gain.
Yeah, nicely done there by the West Jordan defense, stacking him up, making sure he did not make the line to gain. Decision-making time here with 4th and a long 2, it looks like, for Riverton.
Sal comes out of the game.
Like they're even hesitating. They're going to go for it. Big decision here early in the second half, JT.
Sam Woolley, the man in the backfield. His last carry was a fumble. Looking to make amends here. Keeping it is Myers. He hits his man over the middle, and a nice catch is made by Perry.
Yeah, nicely done by Myers, delivering that ball on time, on target, and giving Perry the opportunity just to make a play. Huge 4th down conversion there.
So 1st and 10, or only 8 yards to go, it looks to be actually. So 1st and 8, make it. Myers with time. Hits his man to the outside for the touchdown. A nice tough catch is made by Jacobson.
Yeah, nicely done by him using his body to shield off the defender, hauling in the pass and getting that foot down to get the 6. Well done on that first drive there for Riverton.
Pretty much everything worked for them. Runs to the outside, runs up the gut, airing it out, and Myers looked to be more in a rhythm that drive than in the previous ones. Do you think that's because they were able to get Tafisi in the ground game going?
Absolutely. It makes life much easier when your running back's going to be able to pick up the yardage he needs and pick up chunks of yardage at the same time.
Dylan Turavilli. It's good. And just like that, Riverton comes out strong to start the second half, and they take the lead 14-12 to begin the second half. You're watching KSL Game Night Live Rewind. Welcome back inside to West Jordan High School, where the Jaguars now trail 14-12 to the Silverwolves. And we just talked about it. What an impressive drive right there for Myers and Tafisi.
Yeah, Myers finishing up nicely with a touchdown pass to Perry there. Well done by them, but I'm really telling you, that offensive line paved the way. They settled in nicely, and obviously Sal Tafisi was picking up big chunks of yardage. Very good to see.
This one, a chance to return. Trying to get to the outside and just tripped up.
Baldwin showing off his foot speed there, trying to get around the edge, just tripped up there.
Robeson, the man coming through for the big-time stop there. We've seen the speed of Baldwin, and if he's able to get the edge there, could flip this game right back in favor of the Jaguars.
No doubt about that. Well, big opportunity here, obviously, for West Jordan to respond on their first drive of the second half.
Heflin the back, seeing the success Tafisi has. He likes to get in on that, but that play, it's Farmer keeping it, but well played by the Riverton defense.
Yep, Brooks Hoffine with the tackle there, bringing him down for the loss of 1. Well done, well read by Hoffine, coming and making that play from his linebacker spot.
8:40 to go here in this third quarter. Ball's on the 24, it's 2nd and 9, or 23 now they change it on the scoreboard officially.
It's actually 2nd and 11. That was a loss on the play.
Yeah, you're right. Good eye by Jake Catch, always keeping me honest in the booth. Farmer calmly drops back, hits his man.
Nice.
CUNY.
Yep. Nice strike to CUNY there. Picking up nice yards, making it 3rd and manageable here. Kind of funny, Farmer, he didn't even wind up on that. He just kind of wrist flicked that in there.
Talk about having trust in your offensive line there. He's
Just
like, I got
bing, got it.
I'm good, yeah. 3rd and 5 from the 30. Shifting around Hall is Farmer. Play clock. Not an issue. They get it off. Same play, same result.
Yeah,
CUNY with the first down.
CUNY with a nice another slanter out there, using his body to just shove that ball away from the defender, moving the sticks. If it works, don't fix it, right?
Exactly. First and 10 from the 36. Farmer. They give it to Hall. He's got his biggest gain of the day. And he's dragged down there, but a nice carry by Heflin.
Yep. Heflin showing off his ability there. Nicely done by him. Both these running backs coming alive in the second half so far.
Running backs coming alive. Offensive line paving holes, buying time.
First down.
First and 10 from the 43 now. Farmer with time. Who else? CUNY over the middle.
CUNY showing off nice hands. He's got defenders right on him. Just hauling those passes in left and right, moving the sticks once again. Hey, West Jordan's on the move here suddenly.
First down.
West Jordan huddling up. We saw Riverton take the quick approach, get on the ball every
Yep.
single time, play with that tempo. They huddling up, taking their time. A lot of time left in this game with over 6:35 remaining.
There's no need to really push it.
The give is to Heflin, and that time it is bottled up. The Riverton defensive line gets right on that one.
Pick up about 1 on the carry there. Nicely done by Riverton, filling all the gaps there, not allowing him to get loose.
That brings up second down.
Heflin jogs off as Ray Philo comes back in the game. You know, it's always interesting. You see so many different styles of how quarterback and offensive coordinator communicate. But we've actually seen a number of times this year the old school running over to him and giving the play rather than the signals.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was kind of a renaissance in that respect, because many years it was just signals in.
Farmer unable to connect on the outside to Curtis.
Incomplete, intended for number 3, Kyle Curtis.
Yeah, Kyle Curtis, the intended receiver there. Curtis got his head around that ball just about 6 inches too far outside for him to really get a hand on it.
39.
Still a well-thrown ball. I will give Farmer that. Because make that throw to that outside, it's hard to do. It just needed bringing in just a tad bit more, and Curtis probably would have been right on him.
It's been CUNY over the middle. But it's a long 9 here.
Yeah, I'd keep an eye on number 8 here. He's got big body, tight end, wide receiver type.
In the slot, second receiver from the top of the screen. This time pocket collapses, and the big-time sack coming up. It's the man who made tons of plays in the first half in the form of Andrew Schouten.
Yeah, Shoutin. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name correctly, but still very nicely done by him. I don't know if you saw the play. He came around that edge, got the hands of the offensive lineman off him, and the lineman had no choice but to essentially turn around and yell, "Hey, watch out," as he came around the edge. You and I are both former offensive linemen. We have had that happen to us. Essentially, you turn around, hey, just a heads up.
Hey, I got smoked just in case you,
We've all been there.
4th and 11, offense on the field. What do you think?
No man's land once again. This is tough. You're not going to punt it away, so you're just going to see if you can pick it up.
Almost identical position as in the first half. Farmer ran for the first down. This time, rolling out to the left. Throws across his body. It falls incomplete, but we do see a flag come in.
Ooh, that's a little fortuitous on that flag, I feel like, because I'll be honest, Farmer short hopped that ball. He did not make a good throw. See what the call is here. I'm going to guess probably defensive holding. It seems kind of be in the area. It also could be pass interference, but we'll see what the head official gives us here.
White hat ready to make the call. It will be as it is holding.
And that'll be a first down.
The flag is holding.
Big time first down, but as you said,
Oh, no, it's going to be fourth down. Excuse me. It was 4th and 11. It's 10-yard penalties. It'd be 4th and 1. Excuse me.
So the rare fourth down holding call you do not see go for a first down, as you said.
The funny thing is the high school level, a lot of those plays at the college and the NFL level that are automatic first downs with the yardage, they actually don't count at this level. And different rules for different levels, but it makes it a 4th and 1, which is much more manageable here. Your playbook is wide open on 4th down here.
Who else? Heflin, the back. They stay in the gun.
Pistol set.
Farmer to the outside. He's not going to make it.
Scouten again. What a stud on that edge. Andrew Scouten has been all night long. Credit to him. Huge turnover on downs, excuse me.
We see him earlier. He got the big-time sack to make it 4th and 11, and then right there, the huge tackle for loss. Do you like the decision to try to get the edge there with Farmer?
Yeah, I actually do. I think they actually had a good idea there, but credit to Scouten. He came up and did his assignment to perfection, closing that edge off, and Farmer did not have the ability to get the edge on him, get the corner.
This drive will start on the 24, Myers. They give it to Tafisi as he gets slammed down at the end, but stays up for about 1.
Yeah, nicely done there. Number 62, Pita Tupola, holding him up there while his teammates came and cleaned up the action. Tupola nicely done from his defensive tackle position. Gain of 2, it looks like.
Myers, Tafisi gets it. A long run by Tafisi, and they will give him the first down. The Red Sea parted. Tafisi hit it.
I'm not going to lie. The spot on that, I'm a little questionable because he bounced, it seemed like, to get to that first down yardage. But you know what? They are the officials are looking right down the line on that, but a big first down all the same. And Tafisi, when that kid gets ahead of steam, it is impossible to bring him down, it feels like.
You talked about the difference between high school and college and versus the NFL as well. Because it's not at that level, we don't spend 10 minutes reviewing that. We keep playing.
No doubt.
Myers dropping back. Gets it to Perry on the outside.
Well done by Myers there. Nice pass in there with a guy on Perry, but Perry picking up 8 yards, making it 2nd and 2 here.
2nd and 2. Riverton continuing with the tempo. Sal gets enough.
Yeah, he's going to get just enough, by about nose of the football for the first down. They're nicely done by him.
So both offenses really move the ball well here early, but an opportunity for Riverton to take even more of their build off their 2-point lead. Sal, guys in his face, and dragged down for the loss. Coming up from the secondary, making a play on that one is Gabriel Remy.
Yeah, good job to Remy fighting off that block and then just taking out Tafisi's feet. That is not easy to do, but a big loss there. 2nd and 14 all of a sudden. Tafisi, I felt like he was going to get the edge at some point, but never ultimately got it. So that's a credit to the West Jordan defense just stringing it out.
He got it every time on that first drive right there. That looked more like what happened in that first half, but that one by far the largest loss this offense has taken in the second half. Myers faked it to Tafisi. Man wide open, it's Jacobson. Jacobson down the sideline, makes a move past the 30. He's still going to the 20 and gets dragged down at about the 15-yard line. Jacobson grabbing some yak right there.
Yeah, Jacobson looking like a freight train at the end of that reception there. Nicely done by him. And suddenly West Jordan right back in scoring position.
And right back with that tempo. Myers, the wide receiver screen. That one.
Logan
3 yards.
Dunfield, the receiver on that one. Nice pickup on first down, making it 2nd and 7 here.
Third quarter is flying by. We have just over 2:15 remaining. Ball on the 15. Or more than that now, excuse me. Ball on the 13. Myers stepping into it, throws it, just misses Perry.
Yeah, Perry had an opportunity at that if he's able to put it right on him. Just missed him by a little bit, bringing up third down here. I'm liking how Myers is settling into this game, JT. It looks like he was a little jumpy early on in this contest. He settled in nicely so far in this second half.
Well, you talked about it earlier with Farmer, the adjustment he had to make keeping on the read option. He did that, and then you hit on the adjustments Meyer had to make, and he's come out and been able to do that as well. 3rd and 7. They fake to Tafisi, trying to buy time and just has to throw it away. The pressure in his face put on there by the big man.
Anthony Macedo there. Nicely done by him, number 58. Keeping the outside edge and contain and not allowing Myers to get around the corner there.
So it's 4th and 7.
Got a discussion going on with the officials here. Not exactly sure what it's about, though. We got a flag. Oh, we're going to have an intentional grounding here.
Oh,
Huge call if so. That's a loss of down. Bring up 4th down. Oh, and eligible men downfield on the offense.
That penalty is declined.
Oh, and then, okay, so we have two penalties
double
here.
whammy.
Yeah,
Intentional grounding.
eligible men downfield. They declined that penalty, obviously.
Penalty is accepted. Results in a loss of
Intentional
down.
grounding, loss of down, ball spotted where they threw that flag. Going to make that field goal decision a little harder here, no doubt about that, because you're going to lose plenty of yardage.
No decision for them as Myers is still on the field.
Yeah, they're just going to go for it, it looks like.
Trying to determine this. It's 4th and very long. At least 4th and 15.
Curious decision here.
West Jordan rushes 4. Myers to Perry. It looks to be just short of the first down. So they get the big pickup on 4th down, but unfortunately it was 21 yards to go, and they got about 19.
They got 18, it looks like, on it. But credit to West Jordan. They just hung in there. And obviously, that's tough. You got to get a guy who's on the run there. You got to drag him down. They do it, and they get the ball back. So big break there for West Jordan's defense. And now they still are just down 2. They got to get points here.
What did you think of the intentional grounding call, Jake?
I get why they called it, because I'm looking out there. I just kind of thinking back on it. There wasn't a defender in the area. And credit to the officials. They got together, said, hey, did you see it? No, we didn't. And they made the right call, it feels like.
Farmer gives it. And running backs coming alive, continues here. A big hole there. He's got a chance to go all the way with a tough run. Loses it at the end, but he was down first. They're going to rule him down there, but Hefline with quite the run to open things up.
Octo Heflin showing off those wheels, man. We've not seen that much tonight. He gets through that first line of defense and off to the races. Credit to the Riverton defender for chasing him down, because that is not easy to do. Heflin coming off, limping a little bit there after that run, though. Huge pickup on first down, though.
His nickname is Octo right there. He gets a lot more than 8 yards.
Yeah, that's a gain of, I believe, 56 yards.
Backs breaking free in this third quarter. None more so than Heflin right there for the 50-plus yarder. And they feed the beast again. It's time for 2-yard gain.
That's Philo, I believe, coming in the game there, because Octo kind of walked off after that carry. Ray Philo, nice carry, though, on first down, picking up 3. Suddenly West Jordan's feeling a lot more confident after that big run. This game is flying by, JT. We're almost on the third quarter.
Just over a minute remaining in that first quarter as Jake's hitting on right now. And an opportunity for West Jordan to get themselves not just back into this game, but with a lead. Farmer with time. Throws it to the outside, and Baldwin unable to make the catch.
Yeah, that one, he was waiting. Just needed to deliver that ball just a little bit high. Unfortunately, able not to bring that in. Makes it 3rd and intermediate here. It's not down in distance you necessarily like if you're a coach, though.
If the pass does fall incomplete on this 3rd down, we'll see what happens. It is amazing how many times they've been in this 3rd and 4th and 7
You're in no man's
from this
land.
exact spot, the no man's land you talked about.
This is two down territory. I actually probably run the ball here, set yourself up, hopefully with a shorter 4th down, but we'll see what the decision is.
They drop back with time. Flag comes in. We expect it to be holding. Foster's going to run for it. Picks up about 7 on the play, but we'll see if it's coming back.
Yeah, it's going to be a holding call. I'm almost certain of it. But we'll see what the decision here, obviously, by Riverton. It brings up 4th and short here. I'm imagining they're going to take the penalty yardage, make it 3rd and long. Yep, holding is the call on the offense. Well, that's going to hurt.
Offensive line trying to buy their quarterback as much time. They're able to give him the time, but of course.
It's been a fairly clean game for both offensive lines, though, by and large. This pushes them back to midfield, making this 3rd down decision a whole lot harder.
Ball on the 50.
3rd and is that 23 to go, it looks like?
23 it is. So clock is running about at 23 right now. Difference between play clock and game clock at about 8 seconds. They will have to run a play. 5 seconds. 3 seconds. 2. 1. And they got it off just in the nick of time. Farmer survives the first pressure. Drifting. Throws it away.
Farmer's pass incomplete.
Farmer coming up limping a little bit after that play. I wonder if he's had a cramp there. Incomplete pass.
The big man Falatau, the one who put on the eventual pressure, and we're going to have 4th and 23 when we come back. But we have a good one here. Don't go anywhere. You're watching KSL Game Night Live Rewind. Fourth quarter set to get underway here from West Jordan High, and we have a good one. The Riverton Silverwolves currently lead the West Jordan Jaguars 14-12 in what was a super fast and furious third quarter.
Yeah, this game's been fast and furious by and large all the way through so far. Both these teams really like to run the ball, obviously. Makes this game go faster. Starting off the quarter here with a punt. Moiai on to punt it away for West Jordan, trying to pin Riverton deep.
Perry back to return. We did not see a punt in the third quarter, and we have not seen a ton of punts throughout the game.
Yeah, it's been a lot of opportunities for teams to go for it on 4th down, considering where they were on the field.
As they get it away, Moiai always gets height on it.
Yep.
But it takes a poor bounce for the Jaguars. From where it landed to where it ended after the bounce, looks like they almost lost 10 yards.
That's officially a 13-yard punt from the line of scrimmage there. Not great, but obviously trying to flip the field a little bit here.
So because of the height Moiai is able to get on those balls, they're unable to return them. But as you said, just not traveling the distance you'd like.
Yep, he's getting it up there, but it's not traveling where you want it to go technically.
Drive starts on the 36. Give us to Tafisi. Makes a cut to the outside. Tafisi with the tough running. Still staying up, getting dragged out of Brown. South Tafisi refusing to go down with a strong run on first down.
That was too easy for Tafisi. That offensive line made it. He had just a lane the size of a truck that he could just waltz on through. What was a gain of 20 almost on the first down there? Well done by him.
Looks like it'll go from the 44-yard line. Myers to the outside, just too high.
Yeah, that one. Myers gunning that just a little bit high. He did have Moiai trying to get in there to bat that ball away, but not able to deliver an accurate pass.
Yeah, Dunfield the target. 11:35 to go in our game. Gives to Sal. He's met in the backfield right away. Is able to spin out of the initial tackle, but then dropped after.
Hit on the play, number 52, Yu Kautai.
Yeah, Mew Kautai, if I'm not mistaken. Samuela Totai there on the play. Very nicely done by him.
Tautai making plays along the offensive and defensive lines. That one, the huge, brings up 3rd and 11. With time, Myers throws it just to the outside, and it's nearly picked off there. An opportunity for an interception, and just unable to haul it in is South.
Yeah, Dimitri Lovio probably should have picked that off, honestly.
Yes.
He hit him like right, it felt like in the gut. Not a great throw there by Myers. I'm curious punt formation here.
Yeah, Lovio an opportunity, and West Jordan has to burn the timeout on a punt because they're unable to get a guy off the field in time.
Oh, that's going to hurt. That's not what you want, especially in a game this tight.
Timeouts called on the field.
It does hurt right there as they take a break, and we will as well. You're watching KSL Game Night Live Rewind.
Gear up, get out, and get moving. Locally owned and operated since 1995, visit us at saltlakerunning.com today.
Welcome back to West Jordan High, where the place is hopping as Soldier Boy plays. The scoreboard has gone out here. It just got kicked back in right there. Safe to say everyone's having a good time out here at West Jordan, Jake.
So it's really that fire, as they call it, with Soldier Boy playing. You want to talk about like stadium anthems? We talk about Seven Nation Army. Soldier Boy's become a stadium anthem too.
Another popular one as well that gets the crowd going, as we saw right
and
there.
Our scoreboard is back out again. So we'll try and do our best to keep you guys updated. They are going to delay the game here. They'll try and figure it out.
Yep, we got the short delay at the moment, but we'll hopefully get on top of it. Jake, what is your favorite stadium song as we're on that topic?
Man, there's so many good ones.
So
you got to jump around out there in Madison for the University of Wisconsin. You've got Metallica, Enter Sandman for the Virginia Tech Hokies. There's some great ones out there. And obviously there are some classics. You have Fenway Park where they play Sweet Caroline, Neil Diamond.
Everyone does Sweet Caroline now too. They've just taken that.
It's ubiquitous, it feels like anymore. Well, we're still working with the scoreboard here. It comes back on intermittently.
They get it on for a moment, and then it goes out, unfortunately. So technical difficulties at its finest at the moment, but we'll kick it back in. And yeah, the moment on for college football when the Badgers were playing Penn State hosting them, that moment, fans back in the stadium jump around, was truly a special one. And something I think all fans were happy to enjoy. And as we've touched on a few times tonight, it's so great to have fans back out here at these high school games all season long. The atmosphere is just better with the students. They're right on top of us in front of the booth. So just adds to that overall experience as we're ready to resume play here.
Yep, looks like the scoreboard good to go, and here we go.
Punt is away. This one does get good distance and takes a very favorable bounce for West Jordan there, as it's going to be down inside the 5, right on the 5.
What a kick, honestly. That ball had eyes for the end zone, but it skipped out of bounds just in time.
Riverton has had success moving the ball throughout this game. This one going to have to be their longest drive yet. West Jordan.
Yeah, 95 yards here facing them, and pay dirt. We'll see how they do.
11:18 remaining. Farmer. They gave us to the outside. There is no one there either. A huge gain on the first down for Heflin.
Okay, we're starting to see South Tafisi and Heflin get going here. Nicely done by Heflin. Nice blocks on the edge there. And you saw him coming around that edge. He was not slowing down for anybody.
It's hard to keep great players in check for the entire 48-minute duration of a game, and we're seeing there it's just proven too much right now.
An injured player down, trying to identify where and who. So he's on the sideline down here, maybe.
I just realized I said 48 minutes. 36 minutes, actually.
Correct. No, 48 minutes in a game.
Oh, 48 minutes?
But 36 minutes through the game.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
48 minutes
through the
total.
game. I am not a math major, folks.
Yeah, actually, we got a Riverton player down here on the sideline. I missed that initially in the run of play.
Yeah, difficult to tell who it is at the moment, but we're going to take a quick break and we'll get the name and number in just a moment. You're watching KSL Game Night Live Rewind.
Gear up, get out, and get moving. Locally owned and operated since 1995, visit us at saltlakerunning.com today.
Jackson Dean goes down momentarily, but able to get up on his own power. We love to see it. Now both teams in a huddle as we wait for play to resume here momentarily.
I'm still working down on that sideline here. Moments like this are always the worst because it's been a fun game, obviously. You don't want to see it marred by an injury that affects both teams, but it's kind of the nature of this game. It is a hard-hitting, fast game, and obviously knocks and injuries are always going to be a part of it, JT.
Indeed they are. As we see everyone working it out right now. Actually, excuse me, I misspoke earlier when I said the injury was in the past. It's actually along the sideline. There were two players down initially for West Jordan, and one was able to get up on his own power in Dean, and got to assume the other one is Hefline at the moment, but we'll wait and see if we can give you a number.
Both teams obviously just waiting out the delay here.
Yep, and able to get up. It's actually
Riverton player number 25. Jarius Parker.
Yeah, he's been on the outside, been able to make a few plays at that corner spot today, and unfortunately has to be carried off the field by Coach Morgan.
Yeah. Hope he's okay, obviously. We'll be back in game action momentarily.
So we look ready to resume play as Coach Morgan helping his player to the sideline. Resume 1st and 10 from the 25 with 11-12 remaining in the fourth quarter. Boston drops back, gets the screen pass. 2Ls, Hefline down the sideline with blockers in front of him. He stays on his feet. His own man is the one who ends up tripping him up.
He had a convoy out in front of him, speaking of Heflin, on that screen pass. Well done by Boston Farmer delivering it. And Heflin just off to the races. All of a sudden, West Jordan's right back in business.
The big boys on the move, too. The amount of ground they covered, Jake.
Yeah, they started the 5-yard line here, folks. They have gone 55 yards already in 3 plays. 2 plays.
Yes. Heflin getting going, as we talked about. Gets the give right there and drag down.
Pick up a 1 there on the carry.
Play made by Ethan Vernon and Hofi.
Gain of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 9, Jaguars.
Heflin and Tafisi have both gotten going in this second half. We'll see if they feed Heflin again here on 2nd and 9. They do. And it goes for the short gain, giving it to Heflin.
Heflin on the carry.
Yep, Riverton just diving down on that. Pick up another 1, makes it 3rd and 8 here. So after 2 explosive plays, you have back-to-back 1-yard gains. They're actually technically not even, feels like even like a yard and a half, really. Decision-making time once again for West Jordan on how they will approach this. I would assume they're going to throw here on 3rd down.
Credit to Falate and the River Wolves defensive line as they have held strong after giving up those big plays. Dropping back this time. And once again, not on the same page. We've seen that play out a few times for both quarterback and their receivers on each side of the ball.
Miscommunication there, obviously. Receiver thinking he needs to go inside. Quarterback thinks wide receiver's going outside. Throws it to the outside, and wide receivers look at him like, dude.
You have seen those expressions a few times throughout the night. And Jake, we've seen it multiple times tonight. We're in no man's land again, so offense is staying on the field.
Yeah, decision here, obviously, for this West Jordan coaching staff. This is a portion of the field I might consider trying to pin them back, but that's why I'm not coaching. Oh,
Jordan Burns there. First time out there, and we'll take a timeout as well. Fourth down in just happening in just a second.
Gear up, get out, and get moving. Locally owned and operated since 1995, visit us at saltlakerunning.com today.
Back here at West Jordan High with 9:42 to go. A big fourth down coming up here, Jake, as we saw that offensive coordinator, Mike Simpkins, and wanted to talk over a little bit more with this team before they make their decision here.
yeah, interesting decision, obviously, because now you're down to just one timeout if you're West Jordan, and this is the type of game, it's so close, you probably could use those timeouts down the road potentially here on defense, but they made their decision, and now they're going to have to live with it.
They're committed to going for it as the offense does come back out again. Would have had a chance to pin him down. I mean, Moiali's been affected off the edge, but as a punter tonight, he's gotten the distance on those punts where I don't know if you're necessarily worried about him getting it into the end zone.
Correct.
4th and 9, 9:42 to go. Forrest rolls out to the right, holds on to it, and makes the connection on the sideline with a dart of a throw.
Nicely done by Farmer there on the sprint out pass. Trying to make out who the receiver was that held that in.
Yeah, difficult because of the distance on it right there. But
I want to say it's Cuny that caught that ball, but I'm 100% certain on that, so I apologize. But well done all the same by Farmer, delivering an accurate strike there, picking up just enough yardage for the first down.
Ball on the 30 now. Farmer driving back again. Lofting it up. Seeing his man. And he got the ball. What an incredible catch. You felt the moment of pause. We were trying to figure out what was going on and hauling in the incredible play right there. Looks to be Baldwin.
Yeah, Connor Baldwin. What a reception there. Holy smokes. What a pass and what a catch. Holy cow.
Looks like they're going to keep the offense out there, so they will be going for two. And
That's a Gardner Village touchdown.
it looked to be a one-handed catch from our angle on the opposite side, falling down. We thought at first there was no way he could haul that in, but Carter Baldwin doing the impossible.
Yeah, well, I'm stunned there wasn't a flag, honestly, for pass interference there, but Baldwin fighting through all of that, bringing it down. What a catch. What a touchdown.
So a 4-point lead at the moment with 9:20 to go, in the game.
No reason not to go for two here now, considering you chased points earlier.
Forrest rolls out to the right. Tries to cut it back inside, able to evade the defenders, and connects with his man. A nice catch is made. Who else but Baldwin now?
Baldwin just taking care of all of it. Nicely done by Boston Farmer, rolling out, finding his guy, delivering an accurate strike, and we have a 6-point game.
Farmer buys the time, connects with Baldwin, not once, but twice. And because of that, the West Jordan Jaguars have taken the lead in their home stadium, 20-14. You're watching KSL Game Night Live Rewind. Farmer to Baldwin, the connection playing huge dividends right now in this 20-14 ball game. The Jaguars leading as set to boom it away once again is not Perry, but the man with the big leg in Jaron Phillips. It's returnable though. Going to the outside is Jackson Roball. Roball gets the edge. and then dragged down. But a nice return by Rowall, starting out in the corner of the field to the left over here on the W of West Jordan, and hooks it all the way over
he ran
to the 35.
Ran about 70 yards for a 30-yard pickup, but hey, that works.
So a nice start for Riverton offense that has had a productive second half.
Number 29, Eli Rapale.
Ball 1st and 10 on the 36 officially. They give it to Sal. Tafisi gets about 3.
Yeah, solid pickup there on 1st down for Tafisi. Gain of 3. He'll take that all day.
In on the tackle for the Jaguars, number 58.
A lot of time left at 8:55.
Anthony Macedo.
Allowing Riverton to just run their offense. Myers with time. Hits his man in Jacobson, and the big-time play is made right there, ready to capitalize on it, was Ian Matau.
Yeah, Ian Matau delivering a nice hit there for the tackle. Gain of about 1 overall on that play. Well done by Matau, squaring the guy up and driving through him.
Makes it 3rd and 7. Myers, pressure. Can't get away from it. West Jordan gets home.
Yeah, Macedo off the edge there. Well done by him. Myers had no clue he was there. Realized it just a second early. Covers that ball up, eats the sack, and a huge 3-and-out for this West Jordan defense.
Masila and then also Pita Topalo also coming through there to make the big-time stop and get the big-time sack.
Jaguars believing right now. Really like what I'm seeing from them.
This punt is low, but takes a nice bounce. And going to be down on the 20. Able to flip the field position.
Correct, yeah, nice punt there. And here we go for West Jordan. Opportunity to extend their lead if they can push down the field and score once again. They went 95 yards last time. Why can't they do it again?
The pace of this second half has just been breakneck. It feels like just a moment ago we were marveling over the Baldwin score.
Mm-hmm.
And now an opportunity for him to add to what's been an impressive game.
Don't want to jinx it, JT, but you and I have had some absolutely spectacular contests recently.
Knocking on wood right now, Jake, that it stays this way. 7:36 to go. They give it to Heflin. As he stays up, shakes a few up and is driven back, but the forward progress will make it about a 9-yard gain.
Yeah, Heflin is just getting better and better as this game goes on. He's getting stronger. He is just carrying dudes. He refuses to go down.
You know, one thing we hit on earlier, Jake, I wanted to come back to was you talked about the renaissance of the quarterback running back over to his head coach, offensive coordinator. Why do you think that is?
I actually think some people, it's just more comfort, make sure that you get the call correct. Obviously, because you can misinterpretation on those signals. Everybody has their way they're doing it. We talked with this coaching staff. They have not been on the job very long, speaking of here West Georgia, just over 3.5 months. Yes. And maybe still be just kind of getting things implemented. Saying, you know what, let's just make sure we're communicating clearly here.
Farmer gives it. And that time swung down in the back is Heflin.
Yep, no gain officially on the player. Bring up 3rd and short here.
As Philo comes in to relieve Heflin.
3rd down and 1, Jaguars.
Just a heads up for our listeners, we do not have play clocks up here right now at the moment, so we do not know. They're keeping the time on the field for those play clocks, so obviously we'll keep an eye on that. It's something these players are going to have to deal with as well. The back judge is in charge of keeping that time.
3rd and 1 from the 35. We are just about to pass that halfway point of the 4th quarter, just dipped under 6 minutes. The pressure comes through. They try the sneak, and they do get it. Farmer following his big boys for the 1st down.
Yeah, nicely done there by, if I can get the numbers here, Alex Leausa on the tackle. They're crashing down that left side, opening that hole for Farmer to dive through for the 1st down, 2 yards officially on the pickup, it looks like.
Leausa and the offensive lineup, the Jaguars get the necessary movement to extend this drive as they continue to try and kill that clock. It sits at 5:35 at the moment.
Yeah, Leausa and Jordan Johns at left guard, they have been an absolute they've been a great tandem all night long on that left side.
Farmer, the give. Tackled for a short gain there.
Yeah, Wyatt Brown coming up from his linebacker spot to make the tackle there. Well read by him coming up to make that play.
Ray Philo, the man who gets the carry. He is now relieved of his duties. As Heflin's good to come back in the game. Got to give your bell cow a break, though.
No gain officially. Make it 2nd and 10 here.
Clock continues to run.
And if you're West Jordan, you're more than content right now just to bleed clock.
Farmer gives it to Heflin. Initially almost broke free, but in the end dragged down. A nice play made for the tackle for loss in the backfield by Tanner Miskin.
I'm still waiting on Farmer to pull one of these read options. He had a lot of green in front of him. Had he pulled that one, I'm guessing that was probably a called handoff there. But at some point here, keep an eye on it. He is going to pull one here. Could find himself with a lot of green grass.
It worked early on. Farmer's been successful tonight using his legs. Converted the big 4th down early in the first half that ended up setting up a touchdown. And right now the Jaguars looking to stay in bounds and kill clock with the game clock just at 4:05 right now. Farmer, he's dropping back. Pressure breaks through and just not able to connect to his man on the outside.
If I'm being honest, I'm as stunned as anybody that Farmer got that pass off. He came back across the field as a defender was about to hop on his back. Still got that pass away. Impressive.
Hall unable to pass. Hall unable to haul the pass in right there.
So we got a timeout called here.
Want to leave just 3:55 right now on the play clock as the punting unit comes out. Perry out there.
Well, maybe not a timeout called. I'm not 100% certain.
It has not been Moai's night punting the football, but they need him to have a big one right here, Jake.
Good night. Good time for him to uncork a deep one, no doubt.
Once again, we do not have play clock information for you. As Moai does get away, nearly blocked. His best punt of the day, but Perry able to make a play on it, but Jaguars staring him down. And they'll make a play all over it. Moai with the big-time punt, and the Jaguars coming in, making the play on it.
Yeah, Perry barely hauled that ball in, and he was very wary of bringing that in, and then just indecisive, and it cost him, plain and simple. That was not his best decision-making right there. He looked very unsure of himself trying to bring that punt in the first place, then obviously trying to find a hole, just too much indecisiveness on that.
So 3:42 to go. The drive's going to start on the 23-yard line. As Jake Myers looking to lead his team on the game-winning drive on the road. Pressure comes through. He rolls out to the right and gets out of bounds.
Jake Myers.
Solid pickup on
4.
Yeah, sorry, excuse me. Solid pickup there on 1st down. Pickup of 4, taking what he can get there. Myers at some point though, he's got to stay in there and see if he can find an open receiver. Obviously, the decision-making process, you got to get through your progressions real quick, but he's got to keep his eyes downfield.
They give it to Tafisi. He's got a hole and able to stumble forward. They are going to give him the 1st down yardage, so Sal Tafisi able to make the play.
Yep, dives forward for that 1st down. Nicely done by Tafisi. Having his feet taken out from him, get that last gasp, and get across that line to gain.
Clock continues to tick. 3:25 now. Myers hits Jacobson for a nice pickup on 1st.
Yeah, well done by Myers there. Quick decision, nicely thrown ball, and Jacobson picks up 8 yards.
Clock just past the 3-minute mark now. Gives to Tafisi. He gets the 1st. Riverton still has all 3 of their timeouts. Clock stops for them there because of the 1st down.
Yep.
45-yard line, 1st down.
Nice pickup on 3rd down there.
Ball still on the ball on about the 45-yard line. 55 yards to go to the end zone. 2:46 left for this team to make their way into the end zone.
Got a little discussion going on here. I believe the officials making sure the clock is correct before we resume action here.
That stays at 2:46 at the moment. No changes. Oh, they do change it actually. 2:53, so they do put time back on the clock.
Clock did not stop apparently when the play finished there.
As it now runs. Myers with time, but it dissipates. Dangerously throws it away.
Still not 100% certain that's not intentional grounding here. That was actually, yeah, that's got to be intentional grounding here. Myers had nobody in the area there. That was an awful decision by him. I get that he's trying to get the ball away, but you got to make sure there's somebody in the area. And Jacobson's pleading his case. He was nowhere near that. That is absolutely the correct call here. Well, the back judge may overrule that, but I think it's intentional grounding.
We couldn't see it. We're not watching the game through a screen, but I would imagine that you could not see Jacobson on your screen based on what we saw there. There was no one in the area.
No, that
as Jake called
Jacobson's over there like, hey, no, you weren't. I'm sorry, you were not. So here we go.
So a huge blow to the drive as it is waved
I'm
off.
Sorry, that's the wrong call. That is the wrong call. That back judge just bailed Riverton out of an absolutely correct call. I'm sorry.
Must have been able to convince him that Jacobson was in the area. Brings up 2nd and 10.
If Jacobson's in the area, I was in the area.
Get it to another dangerous throw there. I do not believe it was deflected, but Myers trying to get around the defender in his face, trying to get it to Tafisi. And
yeah, he went like
a dangerous throw.
Like a submarine throw, like a pitcher throwing submarine style there, trying to get that ball out. Well done by West Jordan's defense there.
Yeah, Anthony Macedo, the man who was able to disrupt that pass and brings up 3rd and 10.
Macedo's coming up huge right now off that edge.
With 2:30 to go. Myers. Pressure comes through. He's got to step up. He throws it and just misses his man over the middle. He was looking for Garrick Gibbons.
Inexperienced Myers there showing up in that moment. The pressure getting to him, and he delivers an inaccurate pass once again. 4th down, and they are going to go for it here. Wow. Bit of a stunner here, JT. I would have pinned him back.
With the 3 timeouts as well. Opportunity to pin him. They're going to go for it. We've seen the pressure get home a few times now for the Jaguars defensive line. Silverwolves trying to hold up in protection. Stepping up. Myers. It's a pick. They flip the field position anyways with a pick that ends up going to the 20-yard line.
Funny enough, you like the interception, obviously. It's going to get the crowd going. That's a nice arm punt, all things considered.
Yeah.
I know that West Jordan's coaching staff may be telling him, hey, next time just bat that down. We'll take the field position on the plus side of the field. But you take it anyways.
Gabriel Remy.
Yep,
with
Remy.
What could be the game-sealing pick.
Yeah, but that coaching staff's probably sitting there like, Remy, bat that ball down. We get the ball on the plus side of the 50 there if we take the ball there. But you know what? Nonetheless, that's a momentum-changing play, huge play for West Jordan. Now they have a chance to seal this win.
Very rare you'll see a corner have an opportunity to get an interception.
They're not going to bring it down.
Away.
I'm aware. There's a situational awareness there that is hard to get guys to realize.
So they give this one. And a nice play is made in the backfield to drag
Quick
down
timeout there by Riverton, obviously. Loss of 2 on the carry for Heflin.
Number 21, Ray Philo.
Oh, Philo, excuse me, on the carry. My apologies.
Philo on the carry, and then it was Brooks Hoffheim, the man on the tackle.
Loss of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 13, Jaguars.
So we see the timeout there. So 2:14 left. It's 2nd and 12 because of that tackle for loss. That's a huge play, and with the timeout as well, it's an opportunity for the Silverwolves if they're able to continue to do what they need to do to get the ball back.
Yeah, 1st down here all but seals this game, but that's going to be easier said than done.
Silverwolves back out there and ready. We're waiting West Jordan as they try to think things over here. Can't imagine we're going to see a pass play anytime soon, though.
First down will seal this win at some point potentially, but you also got to be smart with this. You cannot afford to have a turnover right now, so I'm with you. You probably just run this football.
2nd and 12 from the 20.
Interesting, Philo back out there here on 2nd down. No Heflin.
Farmer. They do air it out. And making the catch at a moment, but then dropping it is Baldwin. I didn't think they'd go past. They do go past right there, and Baldwin had it, but just lost it when trying to complete the catch process.
Baldwin realizes that he had that ball. That was a well-thrown ball by Farmer there. You're right. I thought they were going to run the ball here. They'll probably run it here on 3rd down, force another timeout. But actually, a little bit of a break for Riverton, all things considered. They don't have to use that timeout there. Stops the clock as well.
And an opportunity here on 3rd down. It is 2nd and 10. It's 3rd and 12, excuse me, because of the incompletion. Farmer aired it out before. Will they give it this time? Philo still the man in the backfield. And they roll out. And that one dropped as well. Farmer put the ball in beautiful position, but just unable to haul the pass right there is Porter Hall.
Porter Hall had an opportunity there. It was a huge opportunity. Yet again, stops the clock, giving Riverton a little more life here potentially.
Riverton with some life. They have some timeouts as well.
We got 2 timeouts remaining here. They're going to punt this ball away. And let me be clear about this. I like the aggressive nature there, trying to get that first down and try and seal that win. And unfortunate, neither one of those passes were completed because they were well-thrown balls by Boston Farmer.
They were by Farmer.
There's nothing on Farmer on that makes you think, okay, that's a bad idea.
Do you like the decision to make for 2 passes there?
That's the curious one right there, honestly.
Perry, fair catch. He's got it.
Much more decisive
on the 47.
On that one. All right, plus side of the field for Riverton. They got a minute 58 to work with here.
We still do not have a play clock to work with, so we will be unable to update you guys on that as it goes along. Once again, as you called, the back judge, the one with the stopwatch. Refs come prepared for these moments. So ball officially on the 48, 1st and 10. Myers. They had the first drive of the 2nd half. They were able to punch it in. Haven't been able to do so since. If they punch it in and get that PAT through, they will win the game. Pressure comes through. Tafisi gets the catch. Room in front. First down for Tafisi. He stays in bounds. What a play by Tafisi.
Yeah, huge play. First off, Myers waiting just an extra beat to make sure he gets that pass, gets it to Tafisi, and Tafisi doing the rest. Really, really impressive.
We have an injured player at the moment, so play will stop. Unable to make out who it is, but it is a Jaguar.
Unfortunate. You never want to lose a guy this late in the game.
So pressure in his face, making a play right there is Myers, and we're going to take a quick break while we deal with the injury.
Gear up, get out, and get moving. Locally owned and operated since 1995, visit us at saltlakerunning.com today.
After the game.
1:49 remaining in the game, and as we are able to get him up. So the injured Jaguar, is able to get
Macedo has been really, really good off the edge. He's cramping up a little bit here. He's been active all night long. He'll make his way off the field here, and we'll resume action shortly.
Tafisi making the huge play there. Able to get his team just outside of the red zone at the 22 here. Play will resume once we have the injured player walked off the field as the Jaguar student section. Both student sections getting into it at the moment.
Yeah, Riverton
into the game.
Yeah, Riverton just about 6 miles away from here, just literally straight up 2700 west here, so it's not far drive for either team.
A fun turnout here. Jaguars with 1 timeout left. Riverton with 2. Myers going for the end zone. And it's picked off. He overthrows his man in the end zone. Coming up with the big-time potential game-sealing pick is...
Yeah, Ian Matau just picking off Myers on just a badly thrown ball there. And Myers had a wide-open receiver. If that's a better thrown ball, that's probably a touchdown. Matau might have just sealed this game. Not a great throw from Myers, and he's going to have to own that one.
Jake, you just put it perfectly. If that's on the money, this game is more than likely won.
Yeah.
If you put the extra point, through, then
sure.
Then it is amazing how it flips just off a missed throw right there. And with the 2 timeouts left, there hypothetically you still get it with chump change left on the clock, basically. Sure. So, but what pretty much is a game-sealing pick right there.
Yeah, Myers is going to regret that throw because he had a receiver coming across that middle in that post pattern. He needs to hit him. The credit to Matau.
They give it. Heflin breaks free. He's got the edge, and he's able to stay in bounds, so the clock will stop because of the first down, but Heflin with a tough running makes a huge, more than likely game-sealing play.
Well done by Heflin there. Nicely done by him, changing direction, coming back, cutting back to get that first down yardage. Clock and a run here, and this game is all but done, ladies and gents.
Wow, Jake, as you've mentioned, we've been lucky to have a few great ones. This another one in the books right there. An opportunity for Myers to win it, and the huge pick by Ian Matau.
Yeah, Matau, the hero tonight. He is going to be celebrating a lot with homecoming going on. We got victory formation here.
Victory fireworks coming up as well for the West Jordan faithful. As they'll be excited to stick around, and they move to 5-0 on the season.
Stunning turnaround here for West Jordan. Credit to them. Credit to this coaching staff. As I mentioned, they took over in mid-May. They have not been on the job very long. They have these young men believing. Really, really cool to see. And a big credit to this West Jordan team, this West Jordan community. They showed up tonight.
Coach Morgan takes the time out there trying to see if maybe an errant snap or something can give his team the slimmest of chances, basically.
Preserve the game. You can't take it with you, so might as well preserve the game as long as you can.
But as you mentioned, I mean, now we got 56 seconds left, but Coach Ron Hummer, as you said, just takes that job so late in the season, the 3 months like that. The job his OC Mike Simpkins, defensive coordinators Dan Creasy and Chase Stewart coming together, putting together a game plan. The toughest opponent they faced all season long, and they're going to come in and get a huge win here in their home stadium.
Yeah, they stood toe-to-toe with one of the better teams in this area in Riverton. They're going to beat them head-to-head. It's really, really impressive stuff for the Jaguars.
When you are trying to build a program and establish your culture, you need those signature big-time wins, and this one feels like the biggest yet for this West Jordan team and could be the one we look back on depending on how the new era of football starts for them. As Farmer getting a little fancy with it there, trying to kill as much time as he can. He's still going to have to take one more knee as Coach Morgan once again burns a timeout.
Yeah, a little bit of decision there. Keep backing up. He's trying to kill time as much as he can, but
again, remind everybody that
it's gamesmanship at this point.
WJ will take place 10 minutes after the game. Everyone.
I mean, basically, I mentioned earlier, I'm no math major, Jake, but if I'm correct, they just need to kill the 10 seconds here, right?
Not 10 seconds, yeah.
10
seconds. 40-second play clock will kick in immediately.
Our royalty, Alex Brown and Sydney Britton, homecoming.
And we've had 2 Riverton games now, and Coach Morgan's squad has been in both of them against 2 really good teams, and they just barely lose both.
I'm not going to lie, this might be the best 3-3 team upcoming, speaking of Riverton, that I've seen. For a 500 team, that's a very, very good squad.
They got guys on both sides of the ball, and Tafisi, and then, of course, you got the big man on the other side in Falatau. Jake Whiting's another guy who does a really good job for them.
Yeah, Myers, it's just unfortunate. He had a wide-open receiver there, just unable to put an accurate pass there.
So we'll see what Farmer does here.
Oof, high snap.
As he does try to back it up, and he's going to get dropped. As the whistle's blown dead with about 46 seconds that left here. The whistle was blown dead. So
Fourth down for the
will be fourth down.
Jaguars.
Do you think you'll probably just run around with it with how many? Run it all the way down, take the timeout with chump change left on the clock, right? And then
Sure.
punt it away. Because of that play clock, as we said, we can't give you guys an exact estimate at the moment, but it's not going to be anything more than 4 seconds.
Yeah, anything around that. So, yeah, at this point, you call the timeout.